When I brought home my Pleasureway, the only thing that bothered me a little was that I wouldn't be able to use it during the colder months. Pleasureway doesn't say these are four-season vans. They don't try to trick you. You know that going in. But I have found ways to make it usable during all 4 seasons. Now let me tell you, I don't plan to have a sufferfest just so I can use this all 4 seasons. But I also don't want to put it in mothballs like a lot of people do up in those northern parts of the U.S. and in Canada. Mine sits right here in my little van port, pretty much ready to go. Now where I live, foothills of western North Carolina, it does get cold. Oh, not like up there. But it does get below freezing quite a bit. Does get occasionally down into the teens, and maybe every so often single digits, but I don't remember. And I'm talking Fahrenheit. But I can still use it. I do winterize. About the 1st of November, I go ahead and do the full winterization where I dump my tanks and I use the pink stuff to fill my lines and pour them down the traps, etc. But the van isn't mothballed. I still use it. And here's what I do. First of all, it's winterized, so I don't have running water. I'll get to that in a second. I cut these reflective window coverings to fit the back windows here, using little suction cups that just mount against the window, because I sleep west to east, east to west, or whatever you call it, widthwise. I'm short enough to do that. So I cut 2 of these, and I store them over behind the cushion of the ottoman over here. I pop those in the window, adds a little bit of comfort back there. The other windows, I didn't do that for. I did cut a piece for my vent fan up there, which helps as well. Now, I do make sure my heater's working, my propane heater, but like most of us, I carry a small electric heater that helps out a lot if I'm on shore power. This van is small enough that it works on low heat very well, and also the thermostat doesn't have to be cranked wide open. I made sure I had a model with an emergency cutoff switch in case I bumped it over during the middle of the night. And I place it where it's going to be away from anything that might touch it during the night. Like I don't want it near the bed where maybe a piece of bedding hits the side of it or the front of it. That would not be good. Be safe. I make sure my smoke detector is working and my carbon monoxide detector, LP detector. Everybody has their own preferences about bedding. I've tried them all, I think. But what I've ended up with recently is real simple. This is my bed in a bag. It can smash down to almost no size. I usually have it up here overhead. First part is my sleeping bag liner. This one is made by Sea to Summit Thermolite Fabric Reactor Regular. I'm not suggesting this brand, I'm just saying that's what I use. Comes in this cute little stuff sack. It is very long. This is regular. You can get it tall, but I'm only 5'8". It's like a big sock. It's easy to get into. And if it's real hot, I use this as my only bedding. It gives about 15 degrees of extra warmth. So that's my first thing I use. Plus, it's easy to throw in the washing machine. I won't take this all the way out, but this is a quilt, a down comforter. This is real easy to use. I just basically pull it over me, but to keep it from falling off, I stuff the end of it down between the side of the van and the seat cushion. Works well, doesn't come loose, and I can pull it up and over in just a second. It's very comfortable. And that's usually all the bedding I need, unless I get caught in a much colder climate than I was expecting. I do keep a fleece blanket up here. It's real lightweight, adds extra warmth. So between all that, I have been out when it was 16 degrees. That's below freezing. I didn't plan to do that. That's just what happened. Back to that sufferfest I mentioned. I don't want to go when it's going to be below freezing, but you know, you look at the temperature forecast for your week ahead, and often where I go, it's lower than what they say. Because remember, those forecasts are coming from the nearest airport or a town or a city, and not in a state park or national forest campground. So you need to be prepared. Second phase is, what do I do for water? Let's check that out. So what do I do for water? First of all, I carry some bottled water just in case. From home, I fill up this container. It holds about 1.2 gallons of water. It's got a nice little spout on it. I put it here when I'm ready to use it, but when I travel, I put it in the back so it doesn't fall off, because that would make a mess. The water that I don't use, the water that I miss getting onto my hands or into a cup, does go down the drain. If I do put a lot of water down, I'll go ahead and add a little more RV antifreeze to the drain. But that's my water situation as far as drinking water, making coffee, washing my hands. I'm not going to do a lot of heavy-duty dishwashing in this van during the winter. Now you may ask, what about the most important thing? The bathroom. And here we go. Let's check that out. So I'm sitting in my bathroom right now. Yep, the throne's underneath me. We'll get to that in a second. The sink's turned off. Wash my face and hands either with some wet wipes, full body wipes, or a little bit of that water out of the spigot. But I do take a shower in here without running water. And you might ask, how do I do that? Well, let me show you this trick. A friend a while back put me onto this product called Scrubs, S-C-R-U-B-Z-Z. And they are rinse-free, 1-minute bath sponges. And ever since I discovered these about a year ago, it is my shower system. I love them. They're pretty inexpensive. I think you get 25 for maybe $10, and bought them online. They're just these 10 by 10 inches, I'm not sure what size they are, little cloths, sponges they call them. You can get scent-free. I get lavender, and I like lavender because when I'm done taking my bath, I know I had one, or my shower. All you do with these, they have the soap already embedded. You get about a half a cup of water out of your spigot. You can use it cold, or you can just warm it up a little bit. Come over your sink, because that's going to go in your gray tank. You've got the RV antifreeze in there. And I just wet this thing, scrunch it up, wet it with that water, and it has suds like you wouldn't believe. And I start, my hair short, but you can do this with longer hair. I wash my hair, and then I clean myself. I do take off my clothes, but we'll spare you that. Top to bottom. Then this gets thrown away. And the amazing thing is, it is, like it said, rinse-free. I use my towel to just dry off. Hardly any water makes it to the floor. It's incredible. I haven't been into a campground shower since I discovered this product. I like it that much. I feel clean. It's quick. Nothing gets wet in here. The floor hardly gets wet. I just dry off with a quick dry towel. I am ready to go for the next day. Yes, I love those things. And now you might ask the most important question, what about going to the bathroom? After using my Pleasure Way for 3 years, I decided the one chore I disliked the most was emptying the black tank and the gray tank. But the gray tank's easy. Black, not so. So I traded out my flush toilet. Yes, I know that's a comfort from home people don't want to give up. And I went to a simple composting toilet. This is the one I use, made by Trillino. Again, I'm not endorsing it. It is a bare bones basic composting toilet, but it works. And I'm going to move back the back of the van and tell you just a little bit about it. I'm not going to get into poop science. But I can tell you what I've learned is that what makes your black tank stink, and yes, I know you pour in the treatment, but what makes it stink like an outhouse if you didn't have the treatment was the mixing of the liquid, number one, with the solids, number two. And so what my composting does is separates the two. And you might think, yuck, that sounds terrible. It's not. There's no smell, or virtually no smell. The pee container, you just dump in the toilet somewhere. Simple and easy, and you're done. Put it back in. And the poop bucket has a plastic bag, and it's compostable. It's the same as picking up your dog's poop. So every time you're ready to dump that container, you get the bag out, tie it up, and discreetly pop it into the dumpster. Yeah, I know people are going to be squeamish about that. I've told people and they say, I can't do that. That's up to you. But it takes no water. You have a toilet in your van that doesn't smell up the place. You don't have to run to the public bathroom in the middle of the night or wait till you get to a rest stop. You've got one still right where your other one was. I do have the original fancy flush toilet sitting up in storage. And when I sell this van or trade it in, I'll probably offer to put it back in. Because I'm sure a lot of people still like that comfort of pressing that pedal and hearing that flush sound until they have to empty their black tank right in the middle where there's no place to do it. So this has solved my problem. I can go weeks without having to worry about a black tank. Yeah, I have to empty my container every week or so, and the pee bottle more often than that. I'm not trying to gross you out to science, just life. But it makes a difference, there's no water involved. When it is time to empty the gray tank, and that's usually not till I get home, I can go 2 or 3 weeks, not that I have. The gray tank, of course, has to be emptied. And as you use it more and more, you'll have to continue to add some RV antifreeze. However, I can go a week and barely get to 25% on my gauge over here. So when it's time to empty it, I just take a garden hose and the fitting outside where the stinky slinky usually goes, the cover, mine has a spigot, I guess you call it, and I can screw the garden hose onto that and easily go to my septic clean out system. So much easier than hooking up the big 3-inch stinky slinky and getting all that set up and hoping it doesn't pop out or something. Okay, I may have left out some things, but those are the things that get me through the whole year. And yeah, I don't go when it's going to be real cold, but if it says the temperature is supposed to be in the low 40s, I can go, because it usually gets up to 50s during the day, and I'm happy outside at that temperature. But I've been caught in here where it's way below freezing, and it's nice to know I'm still good to go. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you down the road, but maybe not at the dumpster if I'm getting rid of my poop bag.